Today, join us for a very special Christmas presentation of the gift of music, Light and Hope, featuring the Madrigal Singers of Glenbard East High School and Reverend Don Register, pastor of 6th Grace Presbyterian Church in Chicago. Coming up on this week's edition of Different Drummers. Hello, I'm Jeremiah Drake. Giving and receiving gifts is an important part of Christmas, especially for youth. Usually that means a sweater, a bike, or a new computer game. But there are other kinds of gifts that don't need batteries and never wear out. Gifts of service, gifts of faith. For more on this other manner of giving, we welcome Reverend Don Register, pastor of 6th Grace Presbyterian Church on Chicago's South Side. Welcome to the show, Reverend.
Thank you very much.
All right. Now, Reverend, can you tell me what's the most important gift a teenager can give at Christmas?
Probably the most important gift a teenager can give is really themselves to others. Service, some gift that does not cost money, but something that brings a great deal of joy to the lives of their parents or friends or neighbors.
Such as what the singers are giving here today on the show?
Exactly.
It sounds wonderful. Now, what can young people give to others besides material gifts? What about the things you mentioned? How can they get more involved in giving the gifts of service?
Well, there are several ways. Many times teenagers will go out to shelters and participate there in helping to serve meals. Our youth, for instance, will be giving toys to youngsters in shelters in our community. They're collecting them now, and we'll distribute those just before Christmas.
Right. Now, what do you mean by collecting? Are they buying them themselves? Are they going out to stores, or are they going to people requesting donations?
Yeah, they're inviting the congregation to bring gifts each Sunday, and place them in a box. They will wrap the gifts and indicate whether they're which gender and what age, and the teens will take them out. They will be sharing their own gifts. They will bring their own gifts as well.
Certainly. Now, what kind of music is your church involved? Do you have a choir at your church?
We have three choirs. Cherub Choir, which is young children, a teen choir, and the chancel choir. All will be singing throughout the Christmas season and bringing the gift of music to our congregation. We will be participating with West Point Baptist Church and Christ the King Lutheran Church and singing carols in the buildings where senior citizens live during the holiday season.
Certainly. Now, how can Christians make Christmas a more spiritual time? Because it seems that the true meaning of Christmas seems to be getting lost in the mad holiday shopping rush right after Thanksgiving. But how can Christians make it more spiritual?
I think, first of all, we all need to take some time to be quiet, to reflect on the meaning of the season. Secondly, I think worship is very important. There are a lot of opportunities for people to do a lot of other things, but if they let worship be removed from their lives, then they will really miss a very important part of the Christmas season. During the 4 Sundays before Christmas, of course, it's Advent, and so we spend a good bit of time in preparation, both in music and sermon and in Bible study, helping people to reflect on the meaning of Christmas and prepare for the celebration of the birth of Jesus.
All right. Now, what's the most important gift your community as a whole could receive in 1999, in the coming year?
I think for our community and probably every community across the world is peace. An opportunity for children to be able to walk to school without the fear of violence, either from guns or from people who are out to do evil things. I think that would be the greatest gift that they could receive.
Is your church providing a safe haven for young people? Say when they leave school, and is there a place at your church that young people can go to if they feel unsafe?
They may come to the church. In fact, we just had a request from one of the agencies that does tutoring, and the kids from the neighborhood have to go to another neighborhood and they feel unsafe. And so we will be opening our facilities for that tutoring program to take place beginning the first of the year.
And what are the hours?
That will be from on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 2:45 until 5 p.m.
Excellent. Now, are you having a Christmas service open to the public?
We will have a service on Christmas Eve. We do something called a living nativity outside of the church, and then we will have the entrance into the church, and then the singing of Christmas carols, a special service of lessons and carols, and I usually try to have a special Christmas story that has significance for the congregation. The public is invited, and we would welcome all who would come.
And what's your address on the south side?
600 East 35th Street, right at Cottage Grove and 35th.
Well, we certainly hope our viewers can come on out and see your choir. Now, I'm wondering also, maybe Glenbard East can come on out to your school sometime, or your church, and maybe your choir can go out to Glenbard East.
Well, it has happened before. In fact, this summer, our youth participated with the youth from the First Presbyterian Church of Itasca, and we went up to Minnesota and worked at the Heart of the Earth School, which is for Native American children, and together we did some remodeling. So.
Yeah, that seems to be the case. Now, thank you, Reverend Register. Now, let's welcome back the Madrigal Singers of Glenbard East High School.
Now it's the month of May, when Nebulans are praying. La 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 la, la 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 la. Now it's the month of May, when Nebulans are praying. La 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 la, la 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 la. It's really funny lads are dancing on the grass. La 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 la, la 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 la. It's really funny lads are dancing on the grass. La 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 la. Spring guy rolling land is gone back to winter side. La 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 la, la 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 la. The spring guy rolling land is gone back to winter side. La 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 la, la 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 la. And to the backward sound, and it's straight on the ground. La 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 la, la 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 la. And to the backward sound, and it's straight on the ground. La 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 la. voice that made my choice to go. That free is free, I say, are free. Oh, eyes of my beloved, oh, eyes of my dear love, neath God's brows that sing. Oh, eyes of my beloved, oh, eyes of my dear love, neath God's brows that sing. Oh, face like moonbeams glowing, oh, face like moonbeams glowing in pale beauty. If in thy memory my radiance true, one little thought you'll hold for me, for me, it will make me content. If in thy memory my radiant true, one little thought you'll hold for me, for me, for me, it will make me content.
You're listening to the wonderful voices of the Madrigal Singers from Glenbard East High School under the able direction of Ross Heisey. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, Jeremiah.
Excellent. Now I'd like to ask you a few questions here. Tell us a little bit about the history of madrigal music.
Well, the madrigal was part of the Renaissance period, which was 1450 to 1600. Most of the music that we're singing today was written in that general vicinity of 1600. It ranges anywhere from English to Italian to German to Spanish. The Renaissance itself started in Italy and then kind of spread out from there and hit England last. So many of the songs that we sing are in Italian, they're in German, they're in all those foreign languages to us, but to the people writing the music, it was their own natural language. We try to get the idea of polyphonic music, which means many voices, and that was a very typical style of the madrigal, so that you hear the different voices and the singers coming back and forth, and in a little bit while we'll sing a piece called Angelus ad pastorit ait. Well, you'll actually be able to see the different voices. Right now we're in a quartet formation, so that's a little bit harder to pick out, but you'll be able to see it there.
Right. Now, how long have you been conducting at Glenbard East?
I think I'm in my 17th year.
17th year now. It sounds great. That's a very long time. Now, what other concerts do you perform during the holiday season?
Boy, I tell you, it seems like there's a lot of them. We do the huge holiday concert at Glenbard East, which entails the band and the orchestra and the choir, but the madrigal singers are involved at the Fourth Presbyterian Church in Chicago. We just sang there last week.
Yeah.
This next weekend we'll be singing at the Chicago Symphony Orchestra concert holiday benefit program. And we are just involved in a lot of different things in the community and different churches.
Certainly. Now, what do youth receive from a musical education? And then I want to get over here to the students.
Yeah, I tell you, I think probably the biggest thing that we can offer is discipline and a hard work ethic. As these kids learn the music, they learn it all in solfege. It takes a lot of discipline to learn that.
Excellent.
And they're good kids.
Okay, I'll turn it over to the students here. Now, what are your names?
I'm James Beasy.
James Beasy.
Raquel Adorno.
Garrettson Blight.
Garrison. Okay, now why did you join the Madrigal Singers?
I joined because I've just always, my sister was in it, and I don't know, I look up to her, and I look up to the other people who would come to my school, and I always thought, like, I love to sing, so, you know, that's my goal, to make it to Madrigals.
Certainly. Now, do singing madrigal songs put you in a Christmas spirit or a holiday spirit?
Definitely. I don't know how you couldn't feel Christmassy dressed up in these clothes and singing jingle bells and things. So
Yeah, certainly. Now, what is your best memory of the holidays?
My best memory of the holidays.
Coming on different drummers, I hope.
Symphony Orchestra last year, which was my first year in Madrigals. It was an amazing experience overall.
Certainly, that sounds good. You know, you guys sound great together. I really do enjoy it. Now let's hear more from the Glenbard East Madrigal Singers.
Solitaire, unigenitor. Dei Filio, Redemptori Domino, Puero, Gloria Censi, in Presepio. Ein kleines Kinderlein liegt in dem Krippelein. Alle liebe Händelein dienen den Kinderlein. Und sie leben Unigenitor, Christo Dei Filio, Redemptori Domino, Puero, Gloria Censi, in Presepio. Ein kleines Kinderlein liegt in dem Krippelein. Alle liebe Engelein dienen den Kinderlein. Und sie liebe Engelein, so Unigenitor, Christo Dei Filio, Redemptori Domino, Puero, Gloria Censi, in Presepio. Pastores, it will stay, will softly for the moment come. Look and see how trying and cheesy, how he is white, his cheeks are rosy. Hush, hush, see how the child is weeping. Hush, hush, see how he smiles in dreams. Here we come, a one sailing among the leaves of green. Here we come, a wandering so fair to be seen. Love and joy come to you, and to you your master too. And God bless you and send you a happy new year. And God send you a happy new year. Dum 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 dum. We are not daily beggars and beg from door to door. We are neighbors' children whom you have seen before. Love and joy come to you, and to you your master too. And God bless you and send you a happy new year. And God send you a happy new year. Dum 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 dum. Just the master of his house likewise a mistress too. And all the little children around the table. Love and joy come to you, come to you, come to you. And God bless you and send you a happy new year. And God send you a happy new year.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. Now, Reverend, also I want to ask you a question as well as regarding the music here and singing in choirs. Do you think it's an excellent way for young people to build self-esteem and stay out of trouble? What do you
It does a lot of things. Yes, it helps build self-esteem, as the director said. It helps build discipline. It helps learn languages. And music is, as we say, an international language. And many times we can sing together, and it's harmonic, and it can bring together other ways of cooperating.
Certainly. It's also, I'm sure it's an excellent emotional release.
Very much, yeah.
Due to the stresses of going to school and so forth. Now, how would you encourage the people in your choir to become more involved in the community?
Well, particularly they become involved through their music, through singing at nursing homes, and singing particularly for the elderly.
For the elderly?
Yes.
Because I know we've had so many people on the show, and I've also worked in schools and so forth, and a lot of the kids say that they don't have a lot of contact with other, say, cultures, and even here in Chicago, a lot of people seem to be stuck in vacuums. And how would you encourage people to get out of their neighborhoods and go see other people?
Well, one of the ways that we do that, our youth participate in a children's choir that is composed of youth from all across the Presbytery of Chicago. And they do that at least a couple of times a year.
That's very good. Thanks to all of our guests for being a part of our program on the real meaning of Christmas. If you have any questions or comments about the show, please write care of the Greater Chicago Broadcast Ministry, 112 East Chestnut Street, Chicago 60611. I'm Jeremiah Drake, wishing you gifts of peace and joy this holiday season.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Tell about every making spirits bright, what fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride. Soon his body ride was seated by my side. Horse was sweet and gay, misfortune seemed his life. He got into a trip.
music and dancing. That